Hello everybody, welcome to this video on MCQs of NMR. In NMR, radiation of which types are absorbed? UV, IR, X-ray, radio frequency. It is the radio frequency radiations which are absorbed. The spin number of 1H proton is dash half 1 3 by 2 2. The answer is half. Which of the following do not absorb RF radiation? 1H, F19, phosphorus 31, 32S. It is the sulfur 32 which is not absorbing RF radiation. The other three are absorbing radiation. Atoms which have got dash number of protons and dash number of neutrons do not respond in NMR. Odd odd, odd even odd, even. Well, here if there are even number of protons and even number of neutrons, then that particular atom will not respond to NMR. So the answer is D. The symbol for magnetic dipole moment is V pi tau mu. The answer is D, mu. Dipole moment is given by mu. The symbol for chemical shift is mu, alpha, beta, delta. For chemical shift, that symbol is delta. When magnetic field is applied to protons, the magnetic energy level of the protons split into dash levels 1, 2, 3 or 4. The answer is 2 levels. The magnetic energy levels split into 2 levels. The symbol for gyromagnetic ratio is alpha, beta, gamma, omega. The correct answer is gamma. Larmor frequency is denoted by alpha, beta, omega, mu 0. The correct answer is mu 0. D. The equation giving the relationship between the applied magnetic field and the frequency of precession of axis of rotation of nuclei is called Van Deemter's equation, Larmor equation, Helmholtz equation, none of this. The correct answer is the Larmor equation, so B is the correct answer. A narrow absorption line in NMR is obtained by using a constant magnetic field, a variable magnetic field, a super magnet, a shimming coil. It is shimming coil, not stirring coil. The correct answer is a constant magnet. If you are having constant magnetic field, then if you are having constant magnetic field, then the absorption line will be narrow. If the relaxation time of RF frequency is very short, the width of the absorption line is narrow, wide, depends on other factors also, independent of it. And the correct answer is wide. If the relaxation time is very short, then the absorption line will be wide. Transverse relaxation happens in solids, liquids, gases or plasma. Transverse relaxation will happen in solids. Which type of sample needs prior treatment before they can be analyzed by NMR? Gases, liquids, solids, all of these. In solids, you have to first dissolve them in a suitable solvent before using them in NMR. So it is C, solids. These are the ones which require prior treatment before they can be analyzed. Shielding of applied magnetic field in NMR happens due to the dash of the molecules. Electrons, protons, neutrons, all of this. The shielding is caused by electrons. The magnetic field, when you apply, The molecules, they experience the magnetic field, but the outer electrons which are there in a molecule, in an atom or a molecule, they will shield the magnetic field to a smaller extent. Shielding constant in chemical shift is denoted by alpha, beta, delta, sigma. Shielding constant is denoted by sigma. TMS, which is used as a reference for chemical shift, is tetramethyl sulfur, tetramethyl sulfate, trimethyl silane, tetramethyl silane. The correct answer for TMS is tetramethyl silane. Chemical shift is represented by Bs minus Br upon Bs, Bs minus Br upon Br, Br minus Bs upon Bs, Br minus Bs upon Br. The correct answer is B, Bs minus Br upon Br. Delta ppm value for TMS is 10, 0, minus 10, 25. It is 0. For tetramethyl silane, delta ppm value is 0. Out of the following four, maximum deshielding is caused by chlorine, iodine, fluorine, bromine. It is fluorine which causes maximum deshielding. Because fluorine is highly electronegative, it will pull the electrons towards itself, so it will cause deshielding of the nuclei, because the electrons will be more located towards the fluorine and hence they will not shield the nuclei. So maximum deshielding is caused by fluorine. Out of the following four CH3 groups, maximum delta ppm value is of which group? CH3Cl, CH3F, CH3OCH3, CH3CH2OH. Now all these four compounds, there are four different types of CH3. In the first one, the CH3 is attached to Cl, second one it is attached to F, third one it is attached to O, fourth one it is attached to CH2. Now the CH3 which is attached to fluorine will have least shielding, and hence the delta value will be highest. So CH3F, in CH3F, the CH3 group will have a highest delta value as compared to other CH3 groups of the other compounds. The correct answer is B. Ethanol will have how many chemical shift peak? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ethanol has got three functional groups, CH3, CH2, OH. So each of these group will have its own chemical shift peak. So the answer is C, 3. Relationship between tau and delta is tau is equal to 10 minus delta, delta is equal to 10 minus tau, delta plus tau or tau plus delta is 10, all of the three. Now if you can see the three equations, they all are interrelated. You can see that you can just simply juggle them and you'll get the, if you juggle the first one, you'll get the second one. If you juggle the second one, you'll get the third one. So all the three equations are valid. Spin-spin splitting is negligible beyond bond distance of dash bond lengths 1, 2, 3 and 4. Up to bond distance of 3 bond lengths, spin-spin splitting will be there, but more than 3 bond lengths, you will not get, you'll get negligible spin-spin splitting. So the correct answer is 3, C. If a functional group has 2 protons, the number of splits of NMR peaks it will cause on adjacent functional group is dash. Okay, so if you have got 2 protons on a group, in a functional group, it will split the adjacent into 1, 2, 3 or 4. The correct answer is C, 3. If 2 protons are there, it will split the adjacent into 3. It is n plus 1. If there are 3, it will become 4. It will split into 4. If there are 4, it will split the neighbor into 5. Here there are 2 protons, so it will split the neighboring functional group into 3. Correct answer is C. If a functional group has 2 adjacent functional groups containing 2 protons each, its peak will be split into 4, 9, 6, 3. peak will be split into 4963. The correct answer is 9. The correct answer is 9 because you'll find that a functional group has got adjacent groups which have got 2 protons. So each of the adjacent group will split it into 3. But the first one, left sided one will split this group into 3. The right sided one will split this group into 3 into 3, that is 9. The rule is Na plus 1 into Nc plus 1. Okay, if the middle one is B, middle group is B, the adjacent groups are A and C. The number of protons in A and C will be Na and Nc, and the splitting will be Na plus 1 into Nc plus 1. Okay, so the middle one will be split into 9. For C13 NMR, superconducting magnet instruments are operated at 60 megahertz, 100 megahertz, 200 to 600 megahertz, 800 to 1000 megahertz. The correct answer is 200 to 600 megahertz. Which of the following is not used as solvent in NMR? CCl4, H2O, D2O and C6H6. Now in this, water is not used as a solvent because water itself is NMR active. The chemical shift value of C13 NMR for most compound is about 10 to 20 ppm, 100 ppm, 200 ppm, 200 to 400 ppm. Proton NMR, the delta values are between 10 and 20, but for C13 NMR it is 200 ppm. Okay, so this completes the questions on NMR. Thank you very much.